Right, hi folks, front panel's all done. So that's there ready to be flatted off and painted. Now, today, starting on the big bit, the bonnet. Now, I actually started prepping this a year ago, and these wheel arches are stripped back to bare metal. They've been sitting in the garage and there's not a bit of rust on them. They've done really well. I'm moving on today to the worst bit, the headlamp pods, headlamp fits, which I'm bare metaling. Now, I'm doing it again, usual way, hot air gun and a rotary wire brush. If you give it just a little bit of heat, soften the paint first of all, it comes off really easy. It's quite a complicated shape to get into this, so bit of heat, use the rotary wire brush and it cleans up really well. Right, after a couple of hours work, that's the front panel all stripped back to bare metal. It's amazing condition for a Vitesse. There's no rot around the indicators at all, no rot around the headlamp bowls, no rot across the front lip. There was a little bit on this corner, but amazing. Oh, and a bit I replaced in there, but still quite amazing condition. They always rot all round here, so yeah, very impressed with that. Even the front lips, they often rot along here. This is all absolutely solid. The seam is all absolutely solid. So yeah, excellent car. So now the front panel, which is the awkward bit, is stripped, and now I've just got to strip all the rest of it, which is easy but hard work. So that's the next bit. Right, I'm going to start sanding the bonnet down. I'm going off with the core stuff P40 grit to start with, just to break the surface, and then I'll go down to a finer one for the rest of it. Quick diversion from the bodywork. I had thought my radiator might be a bit blocked, as last time I started the car up, it heated up really quickly. Could be a thermostat, but the radiator was full of crud, so I thought I'd whip it out and see what's wrong with it. Right, so I've got the rad out. I've got it connected up to the hose in the top, and as you can see, it's coming out nicely at the bottom. And a good tip is if you do this and the header tank doesn't fill up, which it isn't, then there's nothing wrong with the radiator. It's got good flow. So it's always a good tip. See if it fills the tank up. If the tank fills up straight away, then your rad's blocked. If it does this and it runs nice and clear, the dirt came out as soon as I turned it on, but it's flowing beautifully, so I'm quite happy with that. So I'll clean it up, paint it and put it back in again. Okay, so given the radiator a coat of black paint, looks a bit tidier to go back in, but I know it works all right. And while the rad's out of the way, I've just stripped the front cross member and giving it a coat of cure rust, and I'll give it a quick coat of under seal and paint, and then I can pop the rad back in. The bonnet sanding's been a bit slower than I'd hoped, and it's using far too many discs. counting this is just the original paint on here. I thought the whole car had been painted twice, but it hasn't. Only the sides have been painted. The top of the bonnet is still its original paint after 55 years. So I'm going to try some Nitromores on it. I've got nice big can of Nitromores, so we're going to try that. A couple of things with this: you want reasonably decent ventilation when you're doing it, or be in a big area, and pour it out the can into a container. Use it out of the container, don't use it straight out of the can. Well, I have to admit to being extremely disappointed with the Nitromores. Used it years ago, and it used to put it on a couple of coats and then the paint would all crease and peel off and it would basically fall off. This is rubbish. It's barely touching the paint. It's softened it a little bit, but to be honest, the heat gun does a much better job. This is just not like it used to. It used to all craze up and then just come off. Looks like it's back to doing it the hard way, because this has done absolutely nothing. Well, an hour and a half's work and that's one side stripped. Yeah, it gets there and I like it because there's no distortion in it whatsoever. The last bonnet I did, the guy had it sandblasted and it was like an ocean wave. It was all over the place. This one is absolutely perfectly flat, which is what I wanted. No damage, no distortion. So it's hard work, but it's worth it. Right, that's it for today. So top, side, front panel all stripped. Got this bit of this wing to do and then all the other sides, so that'll keep me busy for another day. But it's worth it because you get a much better finish when you haven't got tons of paint on the car. Thank you very much for watching. If you could like and subscribe, that would be absolutely wonderful. And Charlie says hi.